A lot of science happening right here. This is a stick. This is the Convoy S8. Let's run through some of the specs real quick. So in this one, I chose to put in an SFT40 emitter, and I put in a Vapcell 3800 milliamp hour F38, and that's an 18650 battery for those that don't know. This Convoy S8 is essentially a gussied up version of the Convoy S6. If you guys are like, I don't even know what the heck Convoy is, I understand. It is a awesome light manufacturer. They manufacture stuff in China, like most light companies, but they're very cheap, but they're really well made, and you get to pick and choose some of your stuff. That's why I was telling you about the emitter and the battery, which is really cool. So it's 6500K color temperature with that SFT40, and it's got approximately 1100 lumens, and then approximately 28,000 Candela, which is approximately 330 feet. I keep saying approximately because that's not exact specs, but that's what it should be. And I'm going to test at least the Candela today and get you a close number to show you that this is either hitting the number, or it's below, or it's above. I have some really sweet science that's going to show you exactly what the Candela should be. Back to the light, it has a aircraft grade aluminum body. It's got a nice stainless steel pocket clip. The pocket clip is pretty good. It has lots of room to throw in your jeans or your pants. It's just a little low for my liking. It's got a lot of backspace there, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it works. It has a rubberized tail cap, and it is a forward click or reverse click. I can't remember which one's which. I always forget. But you have to fully depress and click the light for it to turn on, and then half press, and you're going to go through your modes. The modes on this one, you've got your Firefly, you have kind of a low, a medium, a high, and then a turbo, and then you go to your strobe, and then you have this weird kind of strobe thing, and then you have like an SOS, and then it goes back to your low again. So that's the mode setting for this one. You can change the mode settings. That's another option. You can have it just standard to where it's 4 different settings, or you have a 12 programmable programs, whatever you want to call them, to where you can pick what light levels you want, which is pretty cool. So explore their website. It's super cool. They've got lots of customizable stuff, which I really love. But the cool thing is, like I was saying, the Convoys are cheap. This was $22. For the specs I just outlined for you, $22 is a really good price if it can hold up to the testing. So what I'm going to do is drop it a bunch of times, throw it in some water. I'm going to make sure the Candela is accurate like I told you. I'm going to do a runtime test and a couple other things to show you guys if this light is actually worth it. Let's get right to it. Okay, now we are going to measure Candela. So a lot of science happening right here. This is a stick. It is exactly 1 meter from the ground when I put it on the ground. I'm going to put the hotspot on the lux meter that is on the ground, and that will give us the Candela. Bear in mind, this is Oki rigged. It is not perfect science, so it may be off slightly, but it should be very close. Alright, we're out here with the S8. My neighbor's silly light is on, unfortunately, but we'll have to make do. So we're going to start on low, and there's the low. See, I'm just lighting up the stuff in front of me. There's the medium. On medium, I can start to see those trees past the power pole. Those are about 80 meters away. There's the high. Now I can really start to see them. There's even, I think that's turbo. Nope, that is turbo. So you can see, I can really see this tree, no problem. I can see all the way to those trees, like super easily. Lights up this whole area really well. Super impressive. So it might be even more than 1100 lumens, but it's got all of that Candela for sure. I was really impressed with the Candela test. Starting to heat up in my hand just a little bit, but not too bad. We'll see what it looks like on the temperature when we test that. But yeah, this thing lights up this whole area really good. So let's go see what it looks like in the shed. All right, here's the shed, starting with that low mode again. You can just start to see in there with that. Going to medium or second medium. I don't even know what to call this. Second low. Pretty good, actually. That gives you a really good amount of light. I mean, just to look into this building. There's high, if you want to call it. Second high and turbo. Man, that is a lot of light. It is daylight in here. I am really impressed with this thing. I gotta say, I wasn't a fan of this when I first bought it for some reason. Maybe because I was testing something else and compared to it, it was different or something. But yeah, I mean, the color temperature is the classic 6000, 6500 probably, bright white. But man, this thing lights up really well. It is definitely starting to get hot in my hand, as this is the turbo, but it does have a good driver in it to where it should step down. I think it's at 55 or 60 degrees Celsius. So yeah, really impressed with how much this lights things up. We're going to do a submersion test. I'm going to put it on Firefly, put it in this bucket of water, about a foot of water, for 30 minutes and see if it survives. Take it out. And still working, no problem. We'll make sure there's no intrusion and we'll go to the drop test. All right, we're going to do some drop testing real quick. So from waist height on the head and on its side, almost dropped it, and from head height on the head and on the side. We'll again have it on low here and start at waist height. Head height. Some good bounce there, but still works, no problem. Very minimal scarring actually, so let's drop it off the roof. All right, off the roof, 15 feet, here we go. Ooh. Looks like it survived, no problem. Still shining bright, just some scuff marks everywhere. Took a good side impact on that 15-footer, but still alive, very impressive. I'm gonna try and get one right on the head. Why not? Oh, not quite. Still works. It did take it on the crown right here, on the edge. Well, I gotta say that's one tough light. Taking those 6 drops is no joke. So good job, Convoy. As you can see, still works, still scrolls through the modes. Really tough light. Well done. But yeah, I can't say a bad thing about Convoy. They're just such a great company for such a low price point, and you get to customize your light. How cool is that? For those that are very astute, you would notice that the pocket clip is no longer silver, it is black. That is because I have stolen it off of this Convoy S8 Pro. It's the Pro. So this is going to be featured in my next video, or a video coming very soon, which is going to be comparing a bunch of 18650 lights that are very cheap, like $22, $23 or less, and we're going to find out which one's best. So if you want to see that, make sure to subscribe, please, and you'll see that video coming very soon. But back to the Convoy S8. This thing's awesome. Go pick it up. It's like $22. The tariffs or whatever, it was like $1 or something like that. So it's really nothing much. But a great emitter. You can choose a different emitter. You can make this more of a spill light, less of a thrower, as I kind of made it. But that's what I like. So you choose what you like. Go customize it. This is a fantastic light, guys. Go pick one up. Please subscribe to the channel. Like this. Comment below. What's your favorite Convoy? I think this might be mine. I do really like the T6 that I tested earlier. Have another video on that. But thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.